All right, let's get into it. Today, we're basically becoming detectives. Our mission? To uncover a repeatable, data-driven system for finding those winning products on Amazon, the ones that actually make you money. So let's start with our very first clue.
You know this quote right here? It absolutely nails it. So many people think success on Amazon is all about hustle, but that's only part of the story. The real make-or-break moment is picking the right product from the get-go. If you get that wrong, you're just fighting an uphill battle you can't possibly win.
Okay, so check out this data from Jungle Scout. It's a real eye-opener. A whopping 68% of wholesale sellers are profitable in their first year. Compare that to private label sellers, where it's only 37%. That's almost double. And why is that? It's because the wholesale model is built on selling products that already have proven existing demand. It's a much clearer, safer path to profit.
So what's the secret sauce? How do you actually get this right? Well, it's pretty simple. You stop guessing. You stop chasing shiny objects and trends that are here today and gone tomorrow. The key, the real key, is to have a system, a repeatable process that lets you prove a product's potential before you ever spend a dime on inventory. All right, so just like any good detective, we need to start with a profile of our suspect. In our world, that means we need to define the exact criteria, the DNA, if you will, of a winning product. This is our checklist. So here it is, our 5-point checklist. Think of these as non-negotiables. First, it's got to have consistent demand. Second, the profit margins need to be healthy. Third, you need a fair shot at winning the buy box, that all-important add to cart button. Fourth, it has to be a low return risk item. And finally, you have to be able to get it from an authorized supplier. If a product fails even one of these checks, we drop the case. We just move on.
First things first, demand. Our mission is to fulfill demand that's already out there, not to try and create it from scratch. We need products that people are already buying, day in and day out. And a great clue for this is a stable bestseller rank, or BSR. If you see a product with a BSR consistently under 100,000, that's a huge green flag. It tells you that thing is already moving.
Okay, let's talk about the money, right? The profit. After every single cost is paid, you need to see a solid return on investment, or ROI. You should be aiming for at least 20 to 30% minimum. Anything less than that and you just don't have enough wiggle room for things like price fluctuations or unexpected costs.
And that brings me right to this next number, which is just as important. Your net profit, the actual cash in your pocket per sale, should be at least $3 to $5. I mean, think about it. You could have a product with an amazing ROI, but if you're only making 50 cents each time it sells, the amount of work you have to do just isn't worth it. You need both a good ROI and a solid net profit. And here's something that can secretly kill your profits: returns. That's why choosing the right category is so important. You want to stick to safe bets, things like office supplies, household goods, stuff where people know what they're getting. You want to avoid high-risk categories like fashion or electronics. They can be an absolute nightmare of returns because of sizing problems or defects, and that'll just eat up your margins and can even put your account health at risk. Okay, so we've got our suspect profile locked in. We know exactly what we're looking for. Now comes the fun part. The actual investigation, the playbook for finding products that tick all our boxes.
This right here is a total game changer. It's a pro-level technique called reverse sourcing, and it'll save you so much time. Instead of just wandering around looking for products, you find other successful sellers and you basically look at what's already working for them. You're following a trail of breadcrumbs that leads directly to success.
And here's how you do it. It's a really simple 4-step process you can just repeat over and over. 1. Find a good wholesale seller's storefront. 2. Dig in and find their best-selling products. 3. Use tools like Keepa to verify that the demand and profit meet your criteria. And 4. Reach out to the brand or distributor to get that exact same product. You're letting their success do the heavy lifting for you.
So, you've found a promising suspect. Awesome. But now it's time for the interrogation. This is where we get the truth. We sit the product down under the bright lights, run the numbers, and calculate the real actual profit. No guesswork allowed.
And this is the question that trips up so many sellers when they're starting out. To get to your real profit, you have to account for every single fee. Amazon has referral fees, FBA fees for fulfillment. You have to know what all those are to find the true bottom line.
So the first piece of the puzzle you need to figure out is your landed cost. Now, this is more than just the price you paid for the item. It's the total all-in cost to get one single unit to an Amazon warehouse. That includes the product cost, any prep you have to do, and the shipping to get it there.
And the second piece of that puzzle? That's what Amazon takes. The two big fees you'll always see are the referral fee, which is just a percentage of the selling price, and the FBA fee, which covers Amazon picking, packing, and shipping the product for you.
So when you put it all together, it comes down to this really simple formula. Your true net profit is just the sales price minus your landed cost minus all the Amazon fees. That final number is the only one that really matters. That's the truth.
Okay, we're almost there. You've confirmed the product is a winner, the math works out. There's just one last thing we need to do to close this case: find a legitimate authorized supplier.
You absolutely have to know the difference between a legit supplier and a shady one. It can make or break your business. A trusted supplier is authorized by the brand. They give you real invoices, their terms are clear. A risky one, they're going to be vague, maybe push for a wire transfer, and the prices will seem too good to be true because, well, they are.
So you're probably asking, okay, great, but where do I actually find these folks? Well, you go straight to the source. Check the brand's own website, reach out to them directly, go to trade shows, find their reps on LinkedIn. The real deal suppliers aren't hiding. You just have to know where to look.
You know, when you boil this whole entire process down, it's really just 3 simple steps. 3 words. First, you confirm the demand. Second, you verify the profit. And third, you secure the supply. That's the system. Demand, profit, supply.
Look, at the end of the day, finding a winning product on Amazon isn't some kind of lottery. It's not about luck. It's about doing the work and following the clues. Your profitable product is out there, waiting for you. The only question is, have you done the math?